Yeah, De'Aaron, Alvin talked about the defense tonight. Just in games like this, I know you guys hit shots, you're able to outscore them, but how much do you guys need to figure out how to lock down so it doesn't have to be so reliant on your offense?
Um, I mean, in a game like this, you try to figure out who's gonna get a stop first. And I think when we were able to get those stops, we were still able to score and kind of break the lead up. But you want to rely on your defense a little bit more than what we did tonight.
De'Aaron, was that a kind of an anticipated thing to see Orlando kind of keep pace with you guys offensively like that?
I mean, it wasn't in the game plan to give up 130. But I think we got stops when we needed to. But obviously, all games aren't going to be like this, and we're not going to score over 140 in most games. So we have to be able to crack down on defense more than we did tonight.
In a way, does that make the win kind of harder to enjoy? Even though it is third straight, you'll take the win, but because of that, because you're have to look at that defensive effort.
I mean, you definitely take the win, and like I said, whenever we were able to get stops and get out and run, we still put the ball in the basket. But yeah, you definitely want to be a lot better on defense.
Hey, De'Aaron, how nice was it to have Harrison back, and what does that do for you guys when he's on the floor with you?
It's definitely great. I mean, obviously he stretches the floor. He's a guy that we can give the ball to in the post, someone that makes shots, makes free throws, solid on the defensive end. So it was definitely great to have him back out there.
De'Aaron, you guys had a bunch of days off here. Do you feel like it showed, like the days that the work that you guys put in during the time that you guys had, like, I don't know, the last week you guys have had a lot of practice days?
I think offensively, it definitely showed. We had one day off, and then two of them we went at each other in practice, and I think it's great to come out your first game out of a long break and get a win. So I definitely think that was great, and we're about to go on the road and continue to try to let the work show.
De'Aaron, you just mentioned going on the road. I don't know, how big is this trip for you guys? It's 3 games, and then, you come home for a lot of home games. I think 9 out of 10 and 15 out of 19, something like that. So is it good to start developing some of these winning habits at home as well?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we've been a better road team than home team this year, and obviously we want to fix that, but I think we just take it one game at a time. So we look forward to this back-to-back that we're about to be on.
De'Aaron, do you pay attention, to the standings? I know it's what, 25 plus games in though, but do you pay attention to where you guys are to know that you're only like 3 games under 500, that you could start making a move right now, game by game?
Yeah, definitely look at it. With how tight, it usually is year in and year out from the 6th seed to the 11th seed or whatever it may be. Definitely peek at it often, because in this league you don't want to, I guess, drop games that you shouldn't drop, and you want to steal a win here and there when you're on a road trip. Just try to go 500 on said road trip. So it's definitely something that you look at, and because then you look back on the season, and if you end up getting in, then it's like these 1 or 2 games are maybe the reason. Or if you're on the outside looking in, you think of 3 or 4 games that you dropped that you probably shouldn't have dropped. You might have had the lead and lost it, or a team that you should have beaten, you lost that game. So you don't want to be at the end of the season looking at some of the games, and it's like, wow, if we'd have won this 1 or 2 games, we could have been in. So I think you definitely peek at the standings and look at it, because it's always a close race for the most part.
Davion had a nice offensive night tonight. A lot is made of his defense, but it seems to get comfortable on offense. What are you seeing from him, and how does that help you guys when he's clicking like that on offense?
It's definitely great. I mean, I think the game is slowing down a bit for him. Being able to get to a spot, and we even see it with Tyrese with his scoring, when guys are trying to go on the screens and things like that. You definitely have to figure the game out, differently when teams are trying to do that, load up, try to get you off the ball. All teams are going to throw something a little bit different at you defensively, and I think he's starting to figure it out, and he's been getting on a roll, and it's definitely great for us as a team. But for him as a player, I think it's as a player, as anyone, it's great to see the ball go through the basket, and I think he's definitely figuring it out.
Hey, De'Aaron, you guys have won 3 in a row, 5 of 7. In the past years, you guys have kind of put together these stretches of wins followed by losses usually. What do you guys need to do to kind of keep that from happening this time around, especially while going on a 3-game road trip?
Keep playing. For the most part, that's what you can do. But like a lot of those losses, just we let runs, just go off for too long. And they went on a run tonight, and we were able to stop it. So that's all you can ask for is to keep playing.
One last question on Zoom. Christos.
Hey, Diaron, great game, first of all. As a leader of that group, do you feel responsible to set the tone from the beginning of the game and lead your team in a win like this against the Magic? And what would you like to maintain from your game tonight?
Just continue to come out, and Doug told me, he's like, just come out aggressive and everybody will follow. So the first quarter, I think we were able to hit them first, but I think we have to be a lot better defensively because I think it was like 38-36 in the first quarter. So obviously offensively we were scoring, getting up and down, but we needed to be better defensively. But just being able to hit first, I think, is something that we can take from this game and try to carry over.